SketchUp, it wasn't designed to do what you're going to see here, but in the last couple of days, I've started building my own modeling system inside of it. I'm going to post it as a 5-part series this week. So if you're into SketchUp or workflows, subscribe to follow along. Let's take a step back. SketchUp works because it's simple. You draw, you push-pull, you group things, you turn it into a component. You draw, you push-pull, you group it, and you make it a component. You see, over time, we've added more intelligence to that system. We went from components to dynamic components, to plugins, and to live components. Each of these steps makes things more powerful, but it also makes it more fixed. You're still working inside someone else's logic. And when using a plugin, it's an idea that someone else has built. But now, with AI, this changes. Instead of asking AI to model something for you, you can just ask it to build a tool that models it. So let's see what this looks like. You describe an object. You tell the AI to write that object in Ruby logic code. Even though you might not speak Ruby logic, you can test this inside of SketchUp in the Ruby console. Then we can turn it into a reusable tool. Here's some code that the AI spat out for me to insert into the Ruby console. I'm going to copy the code. I'm going to go to Extensions, Developer, Ruby console. I'm going to paste the code in. I asked the AI to draw me this box, but at the same time I asked it to make it into a dynamic component. Let's right-click it and see if the options of that component are there. Dynamic component, component options. 3 options are available: the width, the depth, and the height. Let's simply change the height to 800 and press apply. So we've just been able to create a dynamic component using the Ruby console with the Ruby script that came from the AI. So we've written the logic using the AI tool of the object that we wanted to create, and we tested this inside SketchUp. Now let's take that logic back to the AI and ask it to make it a SketchUp extension, make it into a reusable tool. We did that for this component here, this counter. It has a kick plate, it has a shadow line, a countertop, the central body, and the base has a slightly different color as well. If we open up the extension for that, you can see that all the attributes that I've asked for are available and selected. Let me change the width to 1000, the depth to 600, but the height to only 400. And apply this to the selected. See, it now makes the changes that we wanted. Think of this a bit like a calendar. See, you don't redraw a calendar every day. You define the system once, and then when it's the next day, you just change to that day in your system. This is where most of us get things wrong. We try to describe an object to the AI, and then we let it guess it. And what we get, it might look just right, but it won't be buildable. See, we're not describing appearances in SketchUp, we're trying to describe something to be constructed. So that's the shift. In the next video, I'm going to show you exactly where AI modeling breaks and why this approach fixes it. If this makes sense to you, give the video a like, it'll help more people see it, and subscribe if you want to follow along to watch the full series this week. Here's my final thought. SketchUp stays simple, but what you build inside of it, it doesn't have to be.